All right, well, new today, President-elect Barack Obama is rumored to be picking a very big proponent of the Fairness Doctrine to lead his FCC transition team. His name is Henry Rivera. He's a former commissioner of the FCC who resigned during the Reagan years. Many conservative radio hosts see this guy as their executioner. Why are they so worried? Seton Motley with the Media Research Center has been following this development. Seton, what's the concern here?
Well, I don't know where Barack Obama scoured the earth to come up with another radical leftist to bring with him to Washington, but this guy is a virulent proponent of the Fairness Doctrine. There's nothing in his record that would indicate otherwise. He views communications policy as a civil rights issue, which is totally foreign. It's akin to Barack Obama wanting empathetic to a single mother person on the Supreme Court. It's just a radical leftist that is going to be overseeing who gets appointed when at the FCC. The first appointment at opening is in June of this year, and he can replace him with himself or someone like himself.
So someone who would be like-minded on the Fairness Doctrine. We should help people at home. That would mean that if you have a Rush Limbaugh on for 3 hours, you should have someone of a liberal bent on the next 3 hours.
And we have 40 years of history that proves that it doesn't result in equal time. It results in zero time. We have gardening shows on 24 hours a day. It'll serve to silence Sean and Rush and Mark Levin and Laura Ingraham off. They'll be gone from the airwaves.
All right, now, if they get ratings, though, that won't be the case. I mean, are you saying that even if the extremes on this view get their way, that they would be punched off the air?
Well, what business model can function and operate when they are forced to give away half their product? And the Fairness Doctrine requires that, for all intents and purposes, the radio stations that have Rush Limbaugh, that have Sean Hannity, give away their airtime to people who won't make the money. Tom Hartman, the left wing, Air America, has not made money as an entity.
So you think, and I've heard this also, you think this is a deliberate strategy to choke them off and to kill them?
Well, yes. I mean, we have a 38-year history of what the Fairness Doctrine did to radio, and it silenced political speech. It's a censorship doctrine. It's not a fairness doctrine.
You know, I don't think, it's just the Obama administration. When I heard Chuck Schumer talk on this, and I heard Feinstein talk on this, they seem to want it. They talk about, I think it was Schumer who said something like, we're all for fair and balanced coverage, right?
He linked it to pornography.
That's right.
There's no pornography amendment in the Constitution. Political speech is directly addressed as to be unabridged.
So how could you push this? I mean, if you're Senator Schumer, Dianne Feinstein, or you're eventually President Obama, how do you push it? You populate the FCC when terms come up with like-minded people who force the issue, or what?
Well, the way the FCC is populated, it's 5 commissioners, 3 of the president's party, 2 of the opposing party.
Right.
The next term that comes up is in June of 2009. That's a Republican. So that will, of course, be replaced by a Democrat because that's the way the rules work.
Right.
If Henry Rivera appoints himself or someone like himself, it's a 3-2 Democrat majority, and the Fairness Doctrine can return like that.
All right. Can the FCC force that issue alone, or does it have to go through Congress afterwards?
Nope. It's a regulation. There's no congressional action required whatsoever.
See, that's a very important distinction to remind folks. This is not some omnibus vote before the American people. It's like a 3-2 deal, right?
It's a 3-2 deal on the FCC, and bam, it's back. It's like a light switch. There's no... Pelosi's not involved, Reed's not involved. It's back like that.
All right, very interesting. Thanks for the education. Seton Motley, thank you very much.
Thank you, Neil.